Hello there, look what I found on the Steam Workshop for Europa Universalis 4. It's Warcraft Universalis. Somehow the last thing I expected to find, but still, at the same time, I'm not surprised that I do find it. It's all of Warcraft, the world of Azeroth at any rate, put into Europa Universalis 4, which is a fairly impressive feat considering they have all of these things. Even Pandaria is added in, and all the different factions and tribes, and like the trolls are here, the humans are here, everything is here. The Church of the Holy Light is here. It's just... I'm gonna be honest, when I found it on the Steam Workshop at first, I found it just through... I was browsing through, trying to see what is on there, and stumbled upon, Warcraft Universalis. And then I thought, well, I might as well try it, because I was reminded a bit of... there's a map in Warcraft 3 that I played for so long called Azeroth Wars, and then there's another one that is set after the things in World of Warcraft that is named something else, and I can't for the life of me remember the name of it right now. And I thought on a whim, hey, let's try it. Let's see what it is all about. And I expected it to be fairly rough. It said that it was in beta, and they had a lot of work to do still on it. But I am rather impressed with everything I find here. Just look on, for example, let's take the Eastern Kingdoms, for example. They have... Let's start here with the Rise of the Horde, which is before, I assume, the Hordes enter, or the Horde enters Azeroth through the Dark Portal. You have Stormwind down here, you have Riverpaw, apparently, Westfall, and everything when it comes to that. And then you have this list of various things that you can add in. Like, if we have the Rise of the Kiraji, then everything has changed. All the factions, all the borders differently. You have Mists of Pandaria even, the Warlords of Draenor. A lot of things. A lot of things is available, a lot of scenarios. Now, I don't know how detailed those scenarios are, how many events there are per nation or per faction, how many decisions and stuff like that, but it's still fairly impressive just adding in all of these different things and changing the borders to represent what it is. I gotta be honest, I haven't played a lot of World of Warcraft, and I'm mostly into stuff like Warcraft 3. I love Warcraft 3, it's a great game, and I hope they make a Warcraft 4. So I'm not too into the lore of what's up to date or how well done these borders are and how representative they would be from the various time points throughout Azerothian history. But for me, it's pretty darn impressive. If we take the Lordaronians here, whatever you call them, you have them being in the technology group human, since they, well, spoiler alert, are humans, and they are part of the Church of the Holy Light. Now, if we take, for example, the Wild Finn, they are obviously part of, well, the depths, because they are Murlocs, and their religion is water, which is pretty interesting how they managed to get in, like, Murlocs into this, like, worshipping waters? Maybe they do. Who knows? And then you have, for example, Gilneas and the vile, treacherous Alterac Valley, or Alterac, and everything here. So just tempted to... I don't know really what to pick here. You can even play the Doloranians, and they are also arcane. I don't know how that affects the game at all. I have played a little bit of it, just to see what it is all about, and it seems pretty fun so far. We could play as the Orcs, or even the Fell Orcs, the evil Orcs of the Blackrock clan. War Chief Orgrim Doomhammer, which has a really damn awesome name. That is an awesome name. Orgrim Doomhammer, I love you. I'm not even gonna hide it. I just wish that the Second War could be back again in World of Warcraft, then I would play World of Warcraft. Have my word. Or we could play as Lordaeron and have Turnus II Menethil, the father of Arthas Menethil, ruling the country. Maybe you could play as him. That's a possibility. Or you could be Archmate and Asterion Sunstrider. I mean, if you're a Warcraft fan, a Warcraft nerd, so to speak, then you should really try this mod. I mean, what does it cost you? Absolutely nothing besides some time. And, well, some people don't have time. I'm one who has a fair amount of time. We can play here as Lordaeron. They have a fairly huge, sizable area. They have all the Plague Lands, though I'm not sure they would be called the Plague Lands at this point, but it would be here, since the Scourge of Lordaeron has appeared. No, I gotta pick something. Let's see, the Burning Crusade. Burning Crusade. I want to be the Burning Crusade. Where would I be? Cult of the Damned, maybe? Maybe I could be them. Or I could be the Scourge itself, or the Scarlet Crusade, or Silvermoon. Silvermoon, or even Stormwind. You know what? Let's play some Stormwind here in 625 whatever KC. Sure, why not? And select game mode. Yeah, here we go. Let's get into it and see what it's all about. I'm assuming we will be humans since we're playing a Stormwind. Maybe some... Oh, there will probably be dwarves in the Dwarven district, won't it? Yeah, most likely. Taking a while to initialize game mode, or game, since, well, I mentioned it was a fairly big mod and a lot of things have been changed and it's also not done yet. So we start here and we have some... The Tower of Azora is apparently arcane religion, which is not good for us and will take ages to turn them back. Here in the trade district we have Azerothian. Wait, do we have Dwarvens? Ah, I would like it to be dwarves. Why is there no dwarves in the Dwarven district? Or Ironforge culture or something. Why would it be Azerothian? No, I'm not a big fan of that. They have... I would like them to add in like special unit models for the armies. That's asking for a lot. I am well aware of that. But still, it would be pretty funny. Right now it's just the standard units. So let's see. We have some that are not cored. We start with Ridgepoint Tower, which is not a core. Where is Ridgepoint? Oh, it's way over here at the borders of our land. So let's core that immediately. So what alliances do we get? Form alliance with Nessingvary's expedition. Sure. Save the Azerothian people in Withered Remains. I mean, if I had a faction, I would not call them Withered Remains. Or if I had a land, I would not call it Withered Remains either. Seems a very strange thing to call something. So we need to get Withered Remains. Which is... Where exactly? Here. They're part of Raven Hill. Which in turn are Shadow and Undead. And Darkmaster Morbent Fell is in the lead of that faction of evildoers. We can leave the alliance if we would so desire, which is probably not the best thing. It would buff our relations with a bunch of other people who are part of the Horde though. But, let's just say, we want to be part of the alliance. You can even apply for Horde membership if you would so like. So that's a thing. That's a thing you can do. Have they changed anything when it comes to these ideas? And they have to some extent changed out the pictures at least. Probably changed out a few things on how they're done and maybe not. No, they're mostly the same from what I can tell. Some here peasantry ideas, which is an interesting thing. I'm assuming that most of these will be moved around and done things to anyway. So let's see when it comes to the military. If we can bring up this builder menu, let's see. Oh, so they have changed it to catapult. So here we have early footmen, mounted militia, and catapults. Catapults. Interesting. I wonder how expensive they would be. Like, it would probably make sense for them to make catapults extremely strong or something, so you have so few of them, but that they cost a lot, so having like one or two in an army would definitely be an incredible boon. Or something like that, but I don't know. It's still, as I mentioned, early on in beta. You can scroll here to get even more of the naval ideas. No naval idea for us. Exploration ideas seems fairly useless, honestly. There's not a lot you can colonize anyway, and why would we? So, no. Innovative ideas, so most of these are the same. Only the peasantry ideas have been altered. Or maybe some of them have been altered a little bit. But other than that, they are mostly the same. So there's a lot of systems to adapt to Azeroth, so to speak. Let's see. Let's go for peasantry ideas, since it's the only one that's changed the name. There we go. Peasantry ideas is ours. We have advisors, and they have all these different faces from World of Warcraft to represent them. Maybe go for national unrest. Do we have a lot of unrest? We do, but only in the Tower of Azora. Probably because they are stupid arcane people there who we don't like or appreciate. Absolutely not. Let's see. How much money are we earning? We are earning a fair bit of coin. So national unrest, morale of armies, trade efficiency, morale of navies multi-point. And here we have discipline. As far as I know, they have appropriate-ish names. Let's have one here, since we had that idea group as well. You the Great Powers, not really a thing here, I'm presuming. So, nothing to see here. But the rest of the world, there's a lot here. Here we have, for example, Hellfire Citadel. So, the Fell Horde is in control here, and War Chief Kargath Bladefist. Now, I never expected myself to be doing a video of Europa Universalis 4 and saying Kargath Bladefist. It just seems like a thing that is not supposed to happen. Yet it does. So Hillspread wants an alliance, so does Stromgarde, and so does Gilneas and Valgard. Where are you? Dictatorship? No, no dictatorships for us. I'm gonna wait to ally you until I figure out where the hell you are. Can I search for you? Of course I can. Valgard. Valgard. Is this something from World of Warcraft? Because then I wouldn't really recognize it. Could be, but I'm allying them anyway. Just why the hell not? The Orcish Horde. Hideous creatures have been sighted in the Blasted Lands and have begun to form encampment there. Without resistance, they will soon sweep throughout the lands, or throughout our lands. There we go, let's fight back. So, things are happening. We have the Blackrock clan up here that could potentially pose a threat to us. We have these fellas over here, the Brackwell Pumpkin Patch. And, well, Elven Bandits. Probably should deal with the Elven Bandits. They are allied to Ravenhill. So we could crush 2 stones in 1 hit, or... I don't think that's the expression at all. 2 birds with 1 stone, there we go. I found it. Don't worry. Don't worry, I'm not insane yet. At least not to my knowledge. Let's get a general. Peter Leland. Never heard of him. Let's put him in charge. There, 23,000 men, a respectable force to reckon with. We already got help from Darkshire, which I'm presuming is some sort of vassal. Absolutely. Excellent. Maybe we should absorb Darkshire. It's a bit strange here how the Dark Road. I may not know a lot about World of Warcraft per se, but I know enough to know that the Dark Road, I've ridden there with my mount once, and it was not such a great place. Not sure how it's worth for development, but I guess I have no choice but to accept it. There we go, and Hillspread Foothills, sure. Still that Tower of Azora is going to be a pain to deal with. An absolute pain. So where is even this Tower of Azora? Oh, it's over here, yeah. That tower I once thought was cool when I was younger. Ah, they have decided to attack us, the vile beasts. Jakub Knight. Kira Knightley is our consort. Wonderful. Excellent even. There we go. Speed up time. Let's grab this Brackwell Pumpkin Patch before anyone else does. And then we have the River Pawn. They have the Religion Geomancy. So even taking these lands, like, for example, these fellas, it will be really annoying because we need to convert the culture, we need to convert the religion, everything. Like, we basically have to wipe out all the gnolls and then resettle it with humans, is the way I'm interpreting these things. Like, more so than in any other case at all. Maybe they should in some way reflect that in, like, the game itself, how you have to essentially, what's it called in Victoria, to remove the undesirables or eliminate the undesirables, something like that. But instead it will be for anyone not your race, or anyone who is not dwarven, or anyone who is not elven. Because there you can develop some sort of working relationship on a local level. But when it comes to gnomes, gnomes, not gnomes, what's talking about? Gnolls. And when it comes to stuff like undead and murlocs and stuff like that, then you probably be best murdering them until there's no one left. And then you can swoop in and settle the land. Okay, I don't expect our people to let any undead be left in this place. So when you conquer it, should probably be nothing there. Or maybe some remnants that you have to deal with that gives some serious modifiers to any kind of growth in the region. But well, I don't know how to model that well at all in any way. We have these darn elven bandits running around. And they've stooped to the level of allying the undead. Some of these are even Azerothian in culture, so we will save them. Which is wonderful. Raven Hill, however, cannot be saved. It is undead. It's always been undead. At least since it became undead. There we go. We have the army back over here. Now we can go and hunt down these bandits. And take them out. So what I'm trying to say with my previous rant is basically that I'm excited to see where it may end up going, the mod itself. I don't know if it's actually, I don't know how actively it's being developed, honestly. I've just recently bumped into it, for heaven's sake. Just wanted to, well, show it off to you so you can try it out on your own if you're interested, or if you are intrigued by, I don't know, Warcraft lore to, well, probably a greater extent than I am, since I'm mostly one of those Puritans, you know, who are like, no, anything past Warcraft 2 is non-negotiable, it's not accepted. It's ruined everything. The world is dying due to these things that people like being added into the world. The Dusky Bank has a lot of enemies inside. So I have a feeling that they will siege faster than we will, so maybe we should push for a battle against the evil undead, knock them out before the bandits can come to help. Well, it was not as well done as expected, but it is going fairly well against these bandits and undead. An unholy alliance, to say the least. I'm starting to notice that more and more in games, just these strange alliances that I don't even know how they would add. Now, I'm not saying that I expect bandits to be in any way honorable and stand by any sort of principle, but I'm assuming they would be a bit hesitant to call for undead help against fellow humans. Sure, we are pretty pesky humans who would try to kill them all or execute those who are alive, but still, there's a level. There's like everyone has their level of that they will want to stoop down to or accept before they can live with themselves. These bandits, though, no morale. No morale, no honor, no nothing. Gilney, as your faithful ally, is requesting that you come to their aid in the Stagecoach Gilnean War of Honor. See, now we're talking about honor. They're fighting Stagecoach? What? 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 Stagecoach? Oh, Lordaeron survivors. That's our friends. Wait, it's not actually. Oh, yeah. Okay. Survivors. So they are the remnants of Lordaeronians over here. So what's this stagecoach thing? Who is the stagecoach and why? Why is that a thing? Stagecoach? I'm supremely confused by that. Stagecoach. Where do I find this? Stagecoach. I need to search for the stagecoach. Oh, why is this its own thing? Alright. But I don't know. I find for these fellas, I don't even know what kind of thing they are. Let's take a look in culture. They are part of the ogre. Okay, ogre culture. Stagecoach ogres? That sounds really strange. I know, I can't live with that. So they've retaken most of the places we actually want. Maybe we should allow friendlies to attack. No, that was not actually what I was looking to do. There we go. Friendlies can attach to our army. Might want to add in that our friend is... Oh, we have a lot of friendlies apparently. Well, be all supportive if you want. You can be. We even have Westfall. So our land is stronger than I expected it to be. We have a lot of friends in high places. Now we can attack. Even if it's across the river, I'm confident of our victory. Maybe it will be a victory this time though. Won't it? Our morale seems to suck. But we have Declan MacDonald, who is straight out of Scotland. He's descended upon Azeroth to help us out. I greatly appreciate it, Scotland. Thank you for sending your best to help us. Encourage research, we will do no such thing. And Church of the Light, no. No Church of the Light in this day. Even if it is at Sora Tower, which, at least when I visited there a long, long time ago, I can't remember there actually being anyone there. Oh my. Oh my. So anyway, yeah, this is... I don't even know what this is. This is basically what I mentioned in the start. Look what I found on the Steam Workshop. It's a mod for EU4, where you can be playing in Azeroth as any nation really in Azeroth. And I think we can quit out of here and then... No, wait, won't this game restart then? Alright, this is Europa Universalis 4. You cannot quit out the game to the menu because reasons. I think this is the... Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think this cancels itself and restarts. So we can't do that. But you can play as a lot of different things. Maybe you want to take over the world as Quel'Thalas. Oh, now I want to take over the world as Quel'Thalas. Or maybe you want to play the Scourge and be Lich King Arthas Menethil with all his following vassals. Rawhide, Cult of the Damned, the Scourge of Lordaeron, and Deathhole. And that sounds cool. I want to do that. Now I want to do that. Ah, well, there will be no more videos of me playing anything. I will be playing as Lich King Arthas and take over the world. Especially I will take over this place since it's really annoying that it's not part of our realm. It's right here. Ymirheim. Why would they let that be? I don't understand. So yeah, if you want to try out this mod for yourself, then head on to the link in the description below. There will be a link that takes you straight to the workshop page where you can, well, download the mod or subscribe to it. Or you can simply go to the Steam Workshop page for Europa Universalis 4 and search for Warcraft Universalis, and it should be right in the first results, presumably. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and maybe I will do some other kind of videos like this, kind of finding different mods and playing them a bit, and showing what it's all about. So until next time, have a good one, thank you for watching, and stay safe.